So I just got through watching the first episode of Invincible. I have a couple other points I want to talk about other than just the episode itself, but being this is a series review and I review them episode by episode, I think we should start with the actual episode. And I'm saying episode a lot. Um, it's really good. It shows the doubts of being the son of a hero, which is kind of nice. And we get a little more of the teenage sort of Spider-Man quippy, angle with him versus his father just being the stoic one. I think kind of showing a little of his anger, which it'd be a little more subtle if I didn't know where it was going from the memes and such. Yeah, so that aspect's kind of ruined. But it is really nice. Like, I mean, if I didn't know that, I would have some sort of inclination, and it's built up so far really well. First episode is nice, showing that there's a training process and how somebody with new powers gets to be the way they are. The whole family dynamic is really nice. Showing that even before he was a hero, he had heroic, dreams and aspirations. Even if he never got his powers, he'd try to help people. That was good. That was very good. I love the team, the Justice League almost team in the beginning. That was fun, showing a little more of the world building, so we can be big zoom out scope. Then we zoom in a little more to just a couple of characters, and then I think we'll zoom in and out different throughout the series. Throughout the series. Overall, the first episode was a really damn good start, and yeah. Uh, Amazon, you're doing absolutely amazing with superhero stuff. That's one of the things I was gonna say was, yeah, they're doing amazing. Anything Amazon that they say it's superhero related, I'm gonna be excited because I liked the Sylvester Stallone movie they had. That was awesome. I've liked The Boys. I've liked The Boys a lot. Um, yeah. And then Invincible. Now, the Invincible is, from what I've seen, granted, I don't own the Invincible comic, and you guys know that unless I got it after I'm through shooting the video I'm shooting right after this one, which is a comic showing off my comic book collection. But yeah, and this is coming out later, so you guys already know that. But overall, it's closer, but it's showing that Amazon has a lot of really good potential. Hell, most Amazon products I've seen have been doing absolutely phenomenal on their streaming. Amazing. Like, I have sat down and nothing I have watched from Amazon has been bad. There's been some mediocre stuff, but nothing bad, which is pretty damn good. Granted, most of the Disney Plus ones were inherited from Fox. Sorry, Fox, you kind of had some stinkers. Fantastic was like the worst movie I've ever seen. But we're getting on a little off topic, anywho. I do really hope with Invincible, I hope we can maybe get a Spawn series, being that Invincible. I can't remember whether Invincible's Image or Dark Horse. But I hope we get a Spawn series from Amazon. That would be kick ass, especially if it picked up right where the HBO Max one left off. Maybe get some sort of deal going on. Or Savage Dragon. I don't know. I just want some more, content. They're doing by this team. Phenomenal job. I know it's already hard enough to get Invincible, which is why it took so long for us to even get a season 2 announcement. That's not the reason why I'm reviewing this. I was reviewing this because I watched Legion of Superheroes yesterday, and it's got me thinking. Oh wow, maybe Invincible's what I want to watch the next day, and give that a review. So here we are, and yeah. Overall, this is it's pretty damn good. I I knew about the character beforehand, one from the memes, the trailers. But I also had read the Spider-Man crossover because, well, not read. I had listened to the. I can't remember which YouTuber I had listened to the audio drama replay thing of it. But it was good. A bit of the Spawn one. I kind of just like. I don't know what happened. I was in the middle of that one and I didn't finish. But both of them were fantastic. Like the crossover stuff is what pulled me into the character. Um, and now this is just, I've got pulled in a little more. This is awesome. So I just got done with Invincible episode 2. I kept almost wanting to say Invisible. Invincible episode 2, and once again, it is doing a really good job of setting up Omni-Man as a threat by showing how he really takes down aliens. The alien threat was really nice. Seth Rogen's character, fun. I can't wait to see him again. I don't know if he comes back in this season, but I know he's coming back in the second season, so I'm definitely getting excited for that. Very good action in this one, and a lot of comic booky elements like time streams and stuff. I love it. I know it's based off a comic book, but I mean it feels like a comic book in motion, which is nice. They're not like shying away from the stupid. But this one is a little more. This episode opens up on a little more graphic, like gruesome scene. And it builds up that there was a killer out there trying to kill superheroes, which I'm pretty sure is Omni-Man. Like, it's pretty well hinted that it's Omni-Man who kills the Justice League sort of team. It's very fun. Not the fact that the Justice League team is dying, but, the series. It's a good episode, and it builds up a lot of different plot points, including just, like, world building really well. Just hearing about other teams, even though we haven't seen them. The boys, it's kind of done that, but so far this one's doing it a lot better. Honestly, at this point, I don't know which I'm more excited for, another season of The Boys or the second season of this. I don't know, it's kind of a tie. Very good. Very, very good. So I just got finished watching the third episode of Invincible, and it's really good. It dives a little more into everything plotline that was spread throughout. Adds a lot more characters. Most of them are gonna look like they're gonna be one-off. Maybe appear in the background of fight scenes later on, but not really be a big character, like big main character. Um, some interesting power sets, like the girl who ages backwards every time she turns into like an ogre. That's an interesting concept. Benjamin Button's disease with mixed with the Hulk. Bizarre. I really do like that. Yeah, it's very interesting, and the whole plot line of the balancing superhero in real life with the person he helped in the first two episodes. That was interesting. Um, I'm still rooting more for Adam Eve than Amber. I think that's it. I mean, I just got through watching the episode, but I'm not good with the names. I'm mostly focusing on the action because the action in these is phenomenal. The sushi joke with like the kaiju tentacles was pretty funny, and the whole Omni-Man getting a little more suspicious was definitely something. I mean, it's got a lot of really good setup. The setup in this is phenomenal for things later to come, and I can really appreciate the writing for that. Bravo. Good episode. Good episode. Really enjoying the show. Okay, so full disclosure, I haven't finished the fourth episode as I'm recording this, but I will be talking about the ending of the fourth episode on the part where I'm reviewing the fifth episode. So far, the Mars mission looks really cool on the concept of, they're actually being Martians, and that, not being told that was kind of cool. The whole dragon scene shows Omni-Man's sort of lack of caring, which is setting up some stuff. The whole wanting to get Omni-Man off the planet because they think he's, a murderer. Yeah. Also, Robot could be the murderer because we saw him stab Rex, and Rex is also trying to he's trying to sleep with the monster girl. I know she's 25, but it still feels wrong. It's bizarre. But I can't go into detail because if I go into too much detail, YouTube might demonetize this. That's it. That in and of itself kind of shows. Oh, even though YouTube's demonetization programs are kind of wacky, yeah, I get that one. So that's awkward. It's continuing the plot lines really well. It's starting to feel like it's getting in the middle, starting to move some of the plot lines before introducing some other threads. The whole interaction with the the new Guardians team, is very unpredictable and explosive, to say the least. I'm enjoying this series so far. This episode in and of itself is kind of a slower one, more building off plot threads, but that's good for a show to have. You don't want just constant boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. So this time I haven't finished episode 5, but I wanted to talk about the end of episode 4 while I still was able to remember it, at least in a little better detail, along with the pieces of episode 5 I've seen. Episode 4 ends with the notes of, yeah, Omni-Man's guilty, but Robot's also planning something else. We're all kind of screwed. And the demon guy went back to hell. Oops. Episode 5 starts off with the stone guy and showing his way of doing things, and he still has a heart, even though he's kind of in crime. But he's in crime because his family was put under threat. We don't know much more than that as of 18 minutes into the episode 5 is where I'm at. Invincible's getting really good with his power set, but he's having trouble balancing life and superhero stuff. Yeah. It's seeming like he's gonna break up with his girlfriend that's the regular human and go with the superhero one. I'm thinking that's where it's going, kind of like the whole Spider-Man Black Cat sort of scenario. Overall, it's really fun. I'm like Titan has become one of my favorite characters, but that's also because I love um I'm trying to say it properly. Mahershala Ali. There we go. That is very hard for me to pronounce. If I did still pronounce it wrong, my bad. Isotope was pretty cool, like robot sort of voice. I like that. Yeah, it's getting fun. I thoroughly enjoy this. Yeah, I'm getting more and more excited for season 2 as it goes on. I've also noticed that they like to use 3D models for some shots, kind of like how the early Spider-Man 90s cartoon did. And it's really cool. I do think cartoons should do that at certain shots just because it makes the perspective pop out a lot more. Um, really good stuff. Really good stuff. So I just got through watching the tail end of episode 5 and the whole of episode 6. The tail end of episode 5 mostly has Invincible and everybody just getting completely squashed. Titan then takes over the building as his own. Whether it's good or bad is left to the imagination. And Robot starts cloning Rex. Very interesting stuff, and he's using the clone brothers to do so with their technology. Don't know whether that's good or bad either. I'm leaning more on good than it is bad, but don't know. It's officially revealed that Omni-Man is 100% guilty. His wife finds out in episode 6. Um, in episode 6, there's also a mad scientist who kind of looks like Loki, to be honest. It's kind of funny. Who is making human cyborgs. The cyborg is a robot and a human. I was going to say human robots, but then I said cyborgs, so it made even less sense. But yeah, so he's making cyborgs, and yeah, he's wow. It was certainly an episode, and it ends with Invincible, losing his temper, and him and his girlfriend are kind of splits again. Felt kind of fast. I was thinking maybe one more episode. I mean, I guess there's only 8 episodes, so you know, romantic plots that typically are stretched into 3 or only in 1. That's the one bad thing about having like 45-minute episodes, but still only having 8 episodes. Is some things like that do feel a little like condensed. I had the same problem with that 70 show, which was another one I reviewed fairly close to this. Um, Actually, I don't even think it's fairly close to this anymore. Uh, but yeah, no, episode 6 was really good. And I can't wait to see how the plots unfold. Oh, also, Adam Eve is now living on her own, and she is helping the world in small ways by changing reality, like farms. She's helping them grow things better. When there's a forest fire, she puts back the trees the exact way they were, stuff like that. And that's actually pretty cool. I like that. A character who has almost Wanda-like powers, using a powers like that makes sense, especially if you have a kind heart. Uh, I like it. It's very nice, and it's a very good balance to a lot of the darker stuff that seems to be going on. So I just got through watching episode 7 of Invincible, and wow, it ups the stakes. It answers why robots created the body and what the hell that was in the tube. The thing in the tube was robot. Um, and he created another body to test out whether he could save Monster Girl from from her curse on himself first, but also because he is in love with Monster Girl. So he wanted to be able to be the same body age as her. Yeah, and he used Rex's DNA because she found Rex's look appealing. Yeah, it's creepy. They acknowledge it's a little creepy. They're like, yeah, but you know, like, and then Omni Man, goes berserk, and they're like, oh, well, ain't that something? Today's just great. Uh, so, and then the whole fight with Omni Man is they're just trying to keep him away. Buy another 5 minutes. Buy another 5 minutes. It's getting more and more and more explosive. The tension's getting higher and higher and higher and higher. It's awesome. It is awesome. I love it. And then in the end, the twins who remake Robot a new body also resurrect Immortal. They try to control him with like a mind control collar, but it kind of doesn't work because Robot was smart enough to send them one that wouldn't work. But yeah. And then, he dies yet again, and Mark sees that his dad kills him, along with the rest of the world, because newscopters fly by. And that's what we end on. Mark scared as all hell of Omni-Man. Very, very good. Very good. It has a lot of tension in this episode. So far, my favorite. So, I just got done with the final episode of Season 1 of Invincible, and boy, oh boy, yeah, Mark's dad became a psychopath because he's he's a planet dictator from his home planet that's just pretty much militarized. Yeah, yay! He left due to emotions. So that means the rest of the Viltrumites, are gonna come to try to take over the world. But the other guy that's played by Seth Rogen, the people he works with, are trying to stop all the Viltrumites. There we go, Viltrumites. Um, so yeah, Mark's gonna help with that as well as just do college, and the last half of the episode is just kind of processing the destruction and the death that Mark's dad had caused. Yeah, it's very good. Um, Definitely a way to end a series. And the new Guardians, they're starting to learn how teamwork works, and they cleaned up the blood from the original Guardians team's death. Yeah, so basically, new chapter start. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Um, it's not like the boys where I was like, oh man, I really wish I would have watched this earlier. But it's pretty close. I'm glad I watched it, but I'm not like, it's not something I went, damn, I should have gotten into that back when it first appeared. Um, but it's good though. I thoroughly enjoyed this season, and I am excited for the second one. So I will see you guys when that comes out, as well as just all the other times.